Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is ASO Tarot, and in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be looking at what is going on between you and your person in the connection. We're going to be looking at your energies and their energies and the connecting energies between you. So it is going to be very in-depth, and there will be a lot of cards. So expect the camera to zoom out once you pick your pile. But we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1 with the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot and the Rose Quartz Sun. We have pile 2 with the Cosmic Slumber Tarot and the Angelite Heart. And we have pile 3 with the Modern Witch Tarot and the Labradorite Rose. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to decide which pile you feel most drawn to. It is absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one. Just do whatever works for you. You might be asking about multiple people. There might be multiple messages in different piles. They might be flip-flop. Just do whatever works for you. And then once you've picked your pile, you can go ahead and scroll down to the description box or the comments section, where I will have all the timestamps listed below, and we will get into your reading. And while I mention it, if you enjoy this type of reading, definitely let me know down in the comments if you want me to do this more. And if you are interested in seeing more of this type of reading, Charlotte from Happy Twins 1111 does this type of reading frequently, and she is a wonderful reader. And if you have not checked her out, I would highly recommend it. So if you enjoy this, I would definitely go check out her readings because she is amazing and she does this type of spread all the time. So once you pick your pile, I will go ahead and see you in your reading. Hi there, pile 1. If you guys chose the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot and the Rose Quartz Sun, this is going to be your reading on you and your person and what's going on in this connection. So to explain how this is going to work, I have cards to represent your energies, their energies, and the connecting energies, same as this deck will represent you, this deck will represent them, and the middle deck will represent the connecting energies. Now, if you find that you resonate more with this side, that is absolutely okay. I will be pulling channeled messages and guidance for both sides so that no matter which side you're on, you will know what your next move is and what you need to do. So we're going to start with you. And your overall energy is being represented by the number 23, all tied up, and the vulture. So you could be I almost said, I was thinking of the air signs, and then I almost said Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, which is the water signs. You could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But what I'm going to do, there's going to be a lot of shuffling. So if you want to skip through this part, that is absolutely okay. But I'm going to be looking at your thoughts towards the connection, your feelings towards the connection, and what's shifting for you. And then we'll do the same. And once I've got all the cards laid out, we will see what's going on. So Spirit, how is pile 1 thinking of this connection? Okay, 3 of Cups in reverse. How is pile 1 thinking about this connection? We have the Star, and we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Okay, how is she feeling about the connection? That 4 of Swords just flew across the room. I believe that's going to be upright. How is she, or they, how are you feeling about this connection? I was looking at the lady on the all tied up, and it made me think of like she. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords, or the Spirit of Swords. And then what is shifting for pile 1 in this connection? What is shifting? Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon, and Death. Okay, very interesting. So now we're going to look at the divine masculine. Okay, so for some of you, you might be divine feminine, divine masculine if you watch Charlotte from Happy Twins 1111, which you should be watching her. If you don't, sometimes, forgive me if I slip up and say divine feminine, divine masculine. Typically I do this reading for like friends and stuff, and I'll do it that way. but their energies are deceit and peacock. And so let's look at your person and see what is going on for them. So if you are in a twin connection, you could view one as the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You certainly don't have to. In that case, no matter what you identify as, you will have a divine feminine and divine masculine. There could be two she's and one be a divine feminine and masculine. There could be two he's and divine feminine and masculine. It really doesn't matter. But I'm going to try my best to stay gender neutral here and just say you and your person. But of course, if this sounds more like you and this sounds more like your person, you'll just have to switch them yourself. So what is pile one's person currently thinking about the connection, Spirit? Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and on the back of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and how are they feeling, Spirit? We have the Hierophant. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. And okay, so what's shifting, Spirit? Okay, we have the Magician. Okay, what just fell? We have the Apprentice, so the Knight of Swords in reverse. And on the back of the deck, the 4 of Wands upright. Okay, so now looking at the connecting energies. So this is what you are both feeling. We have Yin and Yang, number 22, and the Black Egg. I'm just gonna put your Senegal right there. And then we're going to now look at what you both are thinking about each other, what you both are feeling about each other, and what is shifting for you both. So just give these a little shuffle and we will start. So Spirit, what are both parties thinking about in terms of this connection? Okay, so to start, we have the High Priestess and the 10 of Swords. What are both parties feeling in this connection? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. And finally, what is shifting? Death again. And on the back of the deck, the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with you guys over here, pile 1. So to start, you are being represented by the Vulture and All Tied Up. So I feel like when it comes to this connection, you feel a bit powerless. You're not really taking any moves towards this connection at this time for whatever reason. I think when looking at your person, we'll get some ideas there. But the biggest idea that I'm getting overall is that you might be feeling really misunderstood by this person. You might be feeling like you need to bring this connection back into balance in some way, but you maybe are unsure of how to do that. However, I do feel like there's also a possibility that maybe you're just needing to find balance in yourself again. Maybe you're feeling a bit trapped or a bit stuck and you're just kind of ready to move forward, but you're not exactly sure how to do that yet. In terms of what you're thinking about the connection, it seems like you're hopeful, but there's this healthy level of detachment because it does seem like there hasn't been much success recently with this person, or the last time you saw them, or the events after seeing them last, you feel like there hasn't been much of a victory here. You might be feeling a little sad or defeated by this energy. Maybe it's because you feel misunderstood. Maybe there's something that you've been trying to get across that you haven't been able to do successfully. I find it very interesting that you both are being represented by air energies, which are communication, and the fact that we have the black egg here, which is the throat chakra and the truth. There's definitely something brewing underneath the surface for the both of you when it comes to this connection. I do think that maybe you struggle at times to think positively about this connection, which is understandable because you do feel so misunderstood. It's almost like you don't know how to go about what's going on here. It's kind of this energy of healthy detachment. Like with this star, I see this Aquarius energy here, and this kind of feels like an energy of surrender to me, where you're kind of focused on this energy of, I can't really control this situation right now, and that's okay. I may not be very happy with it. I may not feel very successful, but I'm still going to have hope. I'm still going to trust the universe, and I'm just going to healthfully detach from this situation until I know what's best for me. And in terms of your feelings, I think that they make a lot of sense. Depending on what's happened here, it seems like you're taking a break from the connection. You're trying to kind of distance yourself from your feelings. You might be in a lot of reflection right now about them and wondering what you should do. It seems like you're pretty much focusing on work and trying to look at this situation from a logical perspective, which would definitely make sense if you do have a lot of air in your chart or air energies. It kind of seems like you're trying to understand the higher purpose of this connection, or not allow your feelings to get you super caught up in what's going on. There's a healthy level of detachment here on your end, I do want to say, and I think that is really helpful in your case, because I think you're looking at things from a very logical perspective. I think that a lot of your inner healing work that you might be doing is related to this connection in some way, whether you're trying to move forward from it, which I don't really get that idea, but it could be the case for some of you. For others of you, I get the idea that you might just be in this energy of like, well, if I can't control what's going on here, I've done everything that I can, and now at this point, I'm just gonna focus on me. I'm gonna focus on healing, resting, and my bag, the things that I gotta work on. And so you're just kind of in your own lane. And what's interesting is that I notice all three of the figures in this deck are looking over at your person. So I do think that while you're still staying in your lane and focusing on yourself and whatever you're doing, there is this kind of like, you do just wonder. You're like, what are they up to? What's going on? Like, what are they thinking? What are they feeling? And I think that you might struggle with that sometimes, but it's like this, despite the healthy attachment, I think there's almost this fear that if you say, turn your head around and turn straight forward, that this person might forget you or something like that. You might be feeling a little bit cold towards this person. And I feel like there's a juxtaposition where you want to be angry at them, but at the same time, you just don't have the energy to, for some of you. And for others, I feel like it's just, you have this higher understanding of this connection and what's going on here. And so you're fine with just moving about on your business, but I think out of care for this person, you like to check in on them, you like to see what's up, you like to see what's going on. Now, what's shifting for you, I think, is really wonderful. There is a shift in this connection for sure. The fact that we have death twice is really telling. And I feel like for you, pile one, the door has been kind of shut in your face in a way. in the past, and I think that you've been very accepting of that. You don't really know what lies ahead, but you're getting out of this lack mindset of this feeling like you need this person or you need this connection in any way. You don't know what's moving for what's to come, but you do know that you can't be constantly like yearning for this person, wanting this person, or anything like that. And with the death card here, I think, this is Scorpio energy, so you could be going through some transformation of some kind with that Pisces energy as well. So honestly, it does make sense that we have water energies here as well. It kind of just feels like you're trying to listen to your intuition about this connection, and I think that the piece that you have in terms of this connection is pretty much about the fact that you can't really change anything. It is what it is, but at least things are turning, and you're kind of getting out of this energy of expecting anything from this person or expecting anything in particular. But moving over to your person, they're being represented by the peacock, which is really interesting because typically the peacock is, especially in this deck, is interpreted really positively, but I'm really not getting that energy from this. I feel like this peacock energy is more of a front. With the deceit card being here, I really feel like this person is trying to put up this facade that they're like, I'm hearing in my head, like, coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Like, they're acting like everything's good. They might in fact be in this energy of like bravado. So if you see them on social media, or if you see them in person, they might act like overly happy or just really like everything is amazing. And the way they're thinking about the connection is, I think they're partially worried that they've missed their opportunity with you. Maybe they feel like there isn't an opportunity for this connection to happen yet. I feel like the biggest thing they're deceitful about is the fact that they're not thinking about you, or they're not wondering what's going on. Because in their mind, you can see the peacock is looking at the vulture. And in their mind, they're like, well, what's going on there? Like, what are they doing? What are they up to? And I think they're almost like wondering if this vulture person has moved on, if this vulture person is not interested in something more. I feel like this peacock person is feeling a bit defeated right now. And when they think about the connection, feelings are a different story, but when they think about the connection, I think that this peacock person has a greater level of awareness and understanding as to why this connection hasn't worked out in the past. Maybe there is something not practical about this connection. Maybe it's long distance. Maybe you only see them occasionally, or maybe this person is not able to extend themselves in that way. I do think that there's something more, though, about missing an opportunity in the past and wondering if they have lost their opportunity for good. But yeah, with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this person is feeling a bit insecure in terms of their monetary abundance. Especially if you're doing well, I feel like this person is really curious as to if there's anybody in your life. This does kind of feel like two people at a distance, and I do feel like this person actually really cares about what you think of them. And what I find really interesting too, and I just noticed this, is that we have 23, 22, and 25. And so you're kind of in this 5 energy of change, and this person is in like this 7 energy of spirituality, which makes a lot of sense when we come down to their feelings. Because with this is the Page of Pentacles in, not the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords in reverse, I do feel like your person is trying to pretend like they don't want to reach out to you or something. And if you're in communication with them, they're probably keeping things really, really light. They're probably not, they're probably like acting like everything's going amazing in their life. They're definitely being withheld, but there's an awareness now where they're not just like curious about what's going on. I think there's an awareness that there's habits that they need to unlearn in order to be more authentic. I think they're aware that they're being deceitful, but they wouldn't call it deceit. They would call it, you know, putting up a front or putting your game face on, is like kind of what I'm hearing. But with this Hierophant card here, this person is well aware that there's like a higher spiritual purpose for this connection, and now that they're aware of that, they're recognizing that in order to move this connection along, they're going to have to let go of some habits and some behaviors that no longer serve them. They feel very safe being at a distance from you, because I think one of the things that scares them more than anything is looking like a failure in your eyes, or they might just be afraid of you seeing their truest self. I feel like they really try very hard to put on a type of show, and they have a very specific type of mask. And the fact that they are represented as an air sign too, I think they are very good at talking. I think they're very good at like being charismatic, saying what people want to hear. And I think it really frightens them that you can see through that. They want to be better, but the thought in doing so is very terrifying. But what I can kind of see here is that things are shifting, where they're kind of like, how do I explain this, Spirit? It's like they know they need to make some changes, but they might either be waiting for certain improvements in their career, certain improvements in their life, or they're still trying to figure out what things they need to unlearn. This person is very traditional, and I think that they've had a very singular idea of what love or what romantic relationships entail. And I think that they are recognizing through you that you have a different energy about you. And I think that's what scares them so much. Because this person does have kind of a non-committal energy to them. And it's interesting because you kind of do too. And that's kind of reinforced with the fact that we have the Page of Swords in reverse twice. And we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse twice. I feel like you both really miss each other. I don't feel like you guys are near each other physically. And if you are, I don't think that you're communicating at all. It kind of seems like you both are at a standstill, at a front, at a, what would we call it? A duel, a face-off. It's like you both are over here and neither person wants to say something. And maybe it's because it's up to this person to say something. And what's interesting is that because this person is really intelligent, they're typically used to being able to get away with, you know, saying the right things or kind of silently slipping away. But you're a King of Swords. You're an Aries, like, you're really intelligent too. And I think you see through this person's bullshit, like, easily. And so for them, they know that they have to be the ones to reach out, to set something up, because I feel like you have put yourself out there. You have given this person opportunities to either apologize or to move the connection forward, to do something else, and they just won't do it. And I think that you have a lot of frustration with that, because you're like, well, it's obvious that you're interested in me, but then it's I'm hearing hot and cold in my head, and this person does feel very hot and cold. And I think it's because they have a very overactive mind, and just same way you do, and they think things a lot the same way you do as well. I feel like this person misses being around you, but for whatever reason, they feel like it's not practical to pursue this right now. And I do think that there's a part of themselves where they would have to like let their walls down or let their guard down or work through their pride, and maybe that's not something they're very good at. It's a lot easier for them to pretend like they don't care or that they're just an idiot and that they just make mistakes, rather than to be honest that they know more, that they understand more, things of that nature. But what's interesting is that what's shifting is the Magician, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this person knows that if they're going to come towards you, they have to come correct. And in fact, they know you can smell bullshit from a mile away. So they're actually being very, very cautious about how they go about this. And what I think is really interesting is that they might be manifesting some type of opportunity to see you again. Maybe some type of party. They might invite you to their own house or something like that. But I feel like it's going to be apparent to you that this person is not trying to manipulate you. For some of you, though, I don't know if this person is going to reach out to you, is what I find interesting. I feel like maybe they're just creating opportunities to find stability in themselves, which is actually really important because they're unlearning very important things right now that have stopped them from being authentic in the past. There really is this desire on your person's end to make things right, but they're constantly fighting between their ego and, I want to say their heart, but they don't really listen to their heart. It's more like morally what they know is right and what they know you deserve. And I think that you know this as well. And so it might be really frustrating for you. But you both are in passive energies, because let's look at this now. So you both are in this passive energy, like you're waiting to receive something. But it's kind of like... What? Because you have given this person opportunities. You have given this person the time, the space they've needed. But this person, I think, hopes that something might happen naturally, that the tides might turn on their own. But you're both in this High Priestess energy, and I think that this makes a lot of sense because with you being over here, it seems like you have High Priestess energy with the 2 and Empress energy with the 3. So you're kind of in this energy of listening to your own intuition and creating a life for yourself, whereas your person is in the energy of the High Priestess as well as the Hierophant with this 25. So they're kind of going within and understanding the systems that they have adhered to and the systems that they've believed, and they're trying to understand like what isn't working for them and what do they need to do to move forward. It kind of seems like you both are more in your feminine energies. You're kind of reflecting. What I think is interesting though is like, it's like you're opposites at the same time. You know, we've got the red and then we've got the blue, but yet it's like even the figures in here look kind of similar. And I think that you both are wanting to have some type of conversation to clear the air, the truth. That's what you both want to talk about. The black egg is all about the throat chakra. And the fact that both parties here are being represented by air, it's all about communication. And I think that for both of you, there's been a lot of mind games here, whether you both have realized it or not. And maybe one person initiated them, but the other, out of fear of rejection, fear of looking stupid or something like that, played into them as well, which I think contributed to this ending. It's like you both are in this energy of reflection and following your own inner guidance because there's nowhere to go. Like I just heard there's nowhere to go but up. But you're in this energy of reflection because there has been an ending of some kind here. And the thing is, though, is that it doesn't have to be like a literal ending. It doesn't have to be like a breakup. It doesn't have to be something like that. It could literally just be, maybe it's been a while since you've seen this person, or maybe you both have been going through tough endings separately that you're having to heal from. I think there are fears on both ends that maybe the other is moving on, that the other is getting on with their life. And I feel like for you, there's kind of this fear, like I'm moving on, but I don't really want to be. And for this person, it's like, are they moving on? I mean, I don't really know. This person is very afraid of looking stupid, looking foolish, and I'm sure they probably have already done that. But what the idea of what I'm really getting here is that this person just doesn't, they don't even know what they don't know. And they're so used to their own cycles, their own traditions, their own habits, that changing them is definitely a process. But it should be known that they absolutely have the power to do so. It's just that they need to believe that in themselves. You could try and convince them all day long and it would not change anything. They have to believe it for themselves. But with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I really feel like you both actually miss each other. There's this nurturing energy to this connection that I think you both can feel, but maybe you both are afraid to admit it. I do feel like you both typically have more detached energies. Like, you're not typically the type of person to feel strongly about somebody in that way. You both are pretty independent, and you both feel comfortable doing your own thing. And so I think that the type of intensity that comes with this connection is very harrowing, because both of you are like, ugh, neither of you want to mess up. There's fears on both ends that you might lose this person forever, that you might miss your opportunity, you might miss your chance. It's really interesting, and I think that it's going to vary just depending on the connection. But with this Page of Swords in reverse here, it's like neither party really wants to admit what they're feeling right now. And I think that both parties honestly are focusing on the bag. They're focusing on their careers. I don't feel like this peacock person is out going crazy or anything. I really think that they're in this energy of, you both are just kind of in this energy of focusing on yourself and waiting for the other person to reach out. But what I find very encouraging about what's shifting is the fact that we have Death upright and the Eight of Swords in reverse. There is a transformation coming for this connection. And I think the exact reason that it's coming is because this peacock person is learning that they need to take accountability for themselves. They need to start standing up and standing in their power and creating the life that they want. They can't just sit and pretend and feel bad and wish that they could change things. If they want to actually change things, they gotta fucking do it. So for them, I think they are manifesting change in this. And because you are in this energy of detachment and just saying, okay, it is what it is, I'm going to focus on me, I'm going to follow my intuition, both of you are getting stuck out of your heads. And I think that fear of rejection, or just the anxiety that around this connection of what the other person thinks, of what the other person feels, is actually going to be dissipating, because I think both of these parties are actually going to be feeling a hell of a lot more confident in themselves in the coming days. There are changes coming, and this connection is shifting. For some of you, I definitely think that you're going to hear from this person. If you are this person, then it's likely you're going to reach out to them. There might be some type of invitation to like a party. There might be an opportunity where you both can just run into each other. For some of you, you might be from like the same hometown or something, so there might be an opportunity to see them that way. But I think because this person is focusing less on just their goals and more about all the things they want to create in their life, they're finding more stability. Same as you, you know, instead of overthinking this connection, you're trying to actually trust your feelings and just allow things to change, allow things to transform. And Spirit is saying that this connection is transforming. But it is going to take time, and it's going to take understanding that because this is a collective reading, it's going to, the rate of change is going to be different for everybody. But I do think that this person, if they do come forward, they are going to come correct. Because if this Magician had been in reverse, I would be worried, because it would look like maybe they're trying to be manipulative, but it's not. And so that's what makes me think that this Deceit card is, well, the whole spread, gives me the idea that this deceit card is all about like this person acting like they don't think about you, acting like they don't care. They absolutely do. But both of you, I think the most important thing is you're getting out of a mental prison when it comes to this connection. The biggest change is that you're not going to be so stuck in the repetitive thought patterns you've had about this connection. And I think you both are going to be acknowledging the truth of this connection, which is a really beautiful thing. So I'm going to get some channeled messages from you to them and then from them to you. So we'll see what you both want to say to one another. And I think it's cool too to look at like channeled messages from you to them, because then because if it sounds like something you'd say or it matches the energy in some way, then it makes what they would say to you a lot more, you can like confirm it better. But Spirit, what would pile 1 say to this person? Yeah, this distance between us kills me. Yeah, definitely picked up on that distance. What would pile 1 say to their person, Spirit? Nobody makes me feel the way you do. If you've ever seen Dodgeball, I just heard nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Okay, I'm exploring my options right now. Yeah, I would definitely say you're in that energy, because like if this person isn't coming forward, if they're not doing anything, then what's really the point? And on the back of the deck, complications scare me, and I get so lost in your eyes. So you might really like this person's eyes. I think I'm gonna pull a few more actually, just on both ends. Okay. So we also have, I feel crazy for having these strong feelings. You drive me mad sometimes. And I wish I could love you the way you deserve. And so if you're feeling this way, pile 1, I would not feel like you can't love this person in the way they deserve. I feel like the biggest thing that this person deceives themselves in is that I think they genuinely believe that nobody can actually love them. And that is something that they struggle with. So let's see what they would say to you. Okay, well, I'm trying to do this, so I think I'm going to take all these. Okay, I hope we will be together one day. I feel you at the soul level, and your smile makes everything better. On the back, we have, I don't have room for love right now. And I think that's actually what they're trying to make room for. And that's kind of why they're trying to unlearn things. I miss the good times we shared. I don't want to share you. And I think that makes sense with that 4 of Pentacles. It's like they don't want to see you with anyone else. And so they're recognizing that they better get on it or they're going to lose you. I want you to be mine. And on the back of the deck, I don't know what I want. So yeah, I feel like they shift between like, yes, this is my person, I know it. And then I think when they actually go to do something, they feel fear. Or when they try to take action, they all of a sudden become unclear. I think that fear kicks in, that fight or flight kicks in. And I think a part of them has been deceiving themselves from this connection for a long time. And I think that the distance involved here makes it easier for this person to do so, if that makes sense. But we are going to see what Spirit would say to you both. We'll get some advice and see what is shifting for each of you. So for you, pile 1, Spirit, what is shifting for pile 1? Okay, your commitment is being tested. What is shifting? Look at the bigger picture. What's shifting? Okay, I don't know why there's a... It's time to take action. And on the back of the deck, expect powerful change. There's a work your light card here. So I'm going to save this one because I think it's for you in terms of advice. But we're going to look at advice for your person. What do you need to release? And I think that's a lot of patterns. Adjustments are required. The energy is gaining momentum. And on the back of the deck, your dreams need a practical plan. So yeah, this person is in the energy of like getting their shit together because they know that they need to. And I think Spirit is like saying like, let's go, it's time. And now, will they do that? That depends, because this really goes to show this waxing and waning, these waxing and waning moons are very interesting because it just goes to show that like 1 minute they're feeling great, they're feeling ready, and then the next minute they don't feel so confident in themselves. There are things that they need to release and adjust in terms of how they see themselves, in terms of how they see the connection, in terms of what's right for them. And it's like they need to actually put in the work towards this. I feel like for this person, they might actually feel more comfortable with this connection in their head or like in the 5D, because to them it's safer, it's more comfortable. So I would say overall this person probably has needs this time away to just kind of understand what needs to go and what needs to be fixed. And for you, what I'm seeing is that Spirit's really saying, you know, keep taking action towards your own goals. You know, I find it really interesting that we have your commitment is being tested and your adjustments are required with third quarter moon and first quarter moon. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, you have already been in alignment with your path, and whether this person comes forward or not, you're doing what you need to do. And Spirit is really saying, as long as you're following your intuition, you really can't go wrong here. And it does seem like there will be powerful change, especially for you, because we have the Death card twice. But let's look at this, work your light. Yep. Retreat, rest, be held. That's really what Spirit wants you to work on, is just resting more than anything. And I just knocked all the cards over. That's really annoying, but I can pick them up later. Okay, so Spirit, what other advice do you have? You're already doing it. Exactly. You're doing fine. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So yeah, Spirit is saying don't doubt the things that you're going through. Like they promise, you know, it is really happening for you, not to you. And Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So you can trust the guidance that you're getting. And if this energy really resonates with the energy that you're in right now, then you are definitely doing what you need to do. So just keep trusting yourself. You're doing a wonderful job. But in terms of your person's advice, we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So yeah, they are doing a lot to create change in their 3D world. And that might be through work. Maybe they're like renovating their house or something, or moving. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So their ancestors might be getting involved in this connection as well. And the only thing that I can think of as to why is like maybe you both have a shared similar like cultural backgrounds or ethnic backgrounds, or maybe this person's ancestors, like they're just trying to help get them along. We also have dance with life, do something to change your energy, and sisterhood of the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So yeah, this person is what's interesting, I'm kind of shocked this card didn't come out. In this deck, there's a card that's called Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality. And I kind of think that's the energy of what this person is in right now. They're really needing to balance those two energies so that they can really move forward and be more confident. But I'm going to look at what you both need to surrender now to help you both move forward. So Spirit, what do both piles need? What do both people in this connection, what do they need to surrender in order to move forward? What do they need to surrender? Surrender to non-action and surrender to what is. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring peace. And finally, surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. So I really do feel like maybe something is in the works where you both might run into each other, or you both just might have the opportunity to see each other. At the end of the day, I feel like this person is really focusing on their own energy, and they like checking in on you. And I feel like it's kind of the same on both sides, but Spirit is really saying that you both are already in alignment with where you need to be. And now what is next for the both of you, who knows? But it does kind of seem like, in terms of what's going on right now, you both are in the energies that you need to be in. You both are making the proper changes that you need to, and as a result, there is a transformation to this connection coming, or at the very least, a transformation in how you both see the connection, how you both feel the connection, how you both view the connection, and there will be freedom from all the mental energy that you both have in your heads. So pile one, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through if you did. And thank you guys to everyone who has been watching my ads. I can definitely tell that you all have been doing that. And I just want to say thank you so much. That is the simplest and easiest way to support me and my channel. And I am so, so, so grateful. Definitely let me know down in the comments how this resonates, and let me know if you enjoy this style of reading and if you want me to do it more often. I would love to hear, because it is fun to like see all the different energies. But if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you left a like, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribed. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye! Hi there, pile two. If you guys chose the Angelite Heart and the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, this is going to be your reading on what's going on between you and your person in this connection. So it's my intention for this side to represent you and this side to represent your person. You might find that the energies are switched, and if that's the case, that's absolutely okay. But I am going to be using this side as your pile to represent you, since this is the pile you chose. So what we're going to be doing is looking at how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and what's shifting for you in the connection. We'll look at how your person is thinking, feeling, and what's shifting. And then we will look at what is shifting for you both. So this is the Joie de Vivre Tarot, and we'll use this one to look at what's going on between both of you. And then we will use the Prism Tarot to look at your person, which is the one next to here. And then after we look at all the tarot, get into that, we'll get channeled messages from both you to your person and from your person to you. We will look at advice for both of you, and then we will look at joint advice. So no matter which side you identify with, it's absolutely okay, because no matter what, you will get channeled messages, you will get advice, and you will know what to do moving forward. So we're going to start by looking at your energy in the connection. And you are being represented by the Stingray and Deceit in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards now and see first what you're thinking about the connection. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's look at how you're feeling. We have the Hanged One. How is pile two feeling about their person, spirit? We have the Fool. And we have the Hierophant. Heavy energies here. And what's shifting for pile two, spirit? What is shifting? We have the Four of Cups in reverse. What is shifting? We have the Empress in reverse. And on the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, interesting. All right, let's look at your person now. So your person's energy is being represented by the Fox and the Thinking Man. So they don't have to be a man, but they're definitely in thinky energy. But let's see what they're thinking about. So Spirit, what is pile two's person? What are they thinking about in the connection? Okay, so we have the Magician. So we have the Magician and we have the Eight of Wands. And on the back of the deck, we have Death in reverse. What are they feeling in the connection, Spirit? What are they feeling? We have the Six of Pentacles. What are they feeling? Okay. We have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Page of Pentacles upright. And what is shifting for pile two's person, Spirit? We have the Seven of Wands. Again, very interesting. What is shifting? We have the Fool again. And on the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, let's look at your connecting energies now. So the connecting energies between the both of you are the Swan and the Sun in reverse. I'm already hearing like clarity, a need for clarity. But we're going to look at the energies first. So Spirit, what are these two both thinking about? Okay, so we have the World. And we have Judgment on the back of the deck. So very, very heavy energies. Let's see what else. What are they both feeling about one another, Spirit? We have the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And what's shifting for these two, Spirit? What's shifting? We have the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Okay. Wow. So let's start with you, pile one. You're being represented by the Stingray, which is a water sign. So that you could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Certainly don't have to be. But when it comes to thinking about this connection, I'm very intrigued by your energy, because the Stingray talks all about standing your ground and feeling more confident in yourself and honestly not taking any shit and making the necessary changes that you need to in order to move forward in life, in order to be more authentic. And I think when it comes to your energy and this connection, I think that you simply don't have the time or the energy to, one, people please, or to pretend like you feel anything that you don't. I feel like your energy towards this person and this connection is that you want to be very authentic, you want to be very honest about how you're feeling, and there really is this energy of not wanting to settle for less either. When it comes to your thoughts, I literally just heard thinking out loud. So maybe you're kind of letting your guard down in a way where maybe you're being more honest with yourself, or you're actually talking to others about this person or this situation. I feel like there's a part of you, though, where you're done fighting for this connection. You're done trying to force things to happen. You're done trying to figure out what you should do. It kind of seems like you're coming out of a hermit mode, and I think you've analyzed this situation front, back, left, and right. And with this Five of Swords in reverse, I feel like maybe there was difficult feelings on both ends, in the sense that you and this person, maybe neither of you were authentic in the beginning of this connection. Maybe you both had masks up. Maybe you both had walls up. Maybe you lost this person, or maybe this person lost you, or this person did something to you where it forced you to walk away and go into this hermit mode. But it kind of seems like you have no desire to fight, to have conflict with anyone, but you're not going to take any bullshit. And I think that if you have been in a hermit mode, you're really coming out of that now. And you're really starting to recognize your own power. You're starting to stand in your own power. If you have a black cat, I feel like that's significant for some reason. And I feel like it's almost a sign of good luck or something like that. But I feel like you really have been exploring your inner depths, and I think you're starting to find your own power. And as a result, you're feeling a lot more confident in yourself, and you just simply don't have the time or the energy to pretend like you're doing anything that you're not. I feel like you're really staying in your own lane and just doing what works for you. in terms of how you're feeling about this person, I think you're looking at the connection from a different perspective. And I think you're actually feeling a lot more encouraged because it does seem like there's a fresh start coming, or at the very least, you feel like you can let go the burdens of the past if there have been any. For some of you, I'm getting the idea that maybe this is a newer connection, and maybe you have done a lot of healing and a lot of learning about maybe the ways that you weren't as authentic in the past, or maybe not you, but like, or maybe you're learning how relationships didn't serve you in the past, or maybe you're just getting to the point where you're like, yeah, maybe I can be more open to somebody. Maybe you've been single for a really long time and you haven't been interested in letting someone into your field. I feel like now you're starting to get into this energy of willing to be more open and authentic because you can trust yourself to make the right decisions, is what I'm seeing. And with the Hierophant here, I do feel like you could see yourself committing to this person. Maybe you are dating this person right now. Maybe you are hoping that you will start dating. I do feel like you recognize that there's a deeper spiritual connection to this. And I almost feel like this person turned your world upside down in a way. And I think that if anything, you're feeling like you're ready for a fresh start with this person. And I think that you're feeling like this person came into your life for a reason. And if you have history with this person, I feel like you're starting to understand why you've been fixed on them for as long as you have. But the cool thing is that there is a feeling of lightness here, like surrender, and like you're really just being more open to what Spirit has to offer. Because the one thing I will say is that you have been putting in the work. And the fact that this stingray is all about feelings, you know, it's water, and your feelings here are all upright, really shows that you are in alignment with your feelings. And when it comes to making decisions about this connection, Spirit is really saying that you can trust your feelings first and foremost. And what's shifting, I find very interesting, because I think even though this Empress is in reverse, this stingray shows that you're starting to see your own worth. And I think you're letting go of that impatience of finding an answer in some way. You're coming out of isolation, which I think is a wonderful thing for you. And I think you're just more open to what the universe has to offer. And the interesting thing is that there's a lot of different situations that you could be in with this person. But the biggest vibe that I'm getting is that rather than trying to control this situation, maybe you are wanting to control this situation, but you're trying to hold off on that. I do sense some impatience with you. Like you just want things to happen now. Like, let's go, I'm ready. But for whatever reason, that's not happening. And I think that's for a very good reason. I think you're trusting your feelings. Your natural instincts are to want to make things happen yourself. But I think that you're listening to your intuitive body, and you're really understanding that you have to let this connection unfold as it will. It kind of will take mutual creation. And I think that Spirit is asking you to be open to all of your options, which I think you are. I think you're kind of just surrendering your feelings towards the connection and kind of just allowing the universe to do its work. But what's really interesting when we come over here and we look at your person, they've been thinking about you a lot. And the Fox talks about somebody who is monogamous, somebody who can be an ideal partner, somebody that is very caring, charismatic, witty, funny, and grounded. So this person could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. Certainly don't have to be, but they could be. But I definitely think that this person is trying to manifest you and wants to take action towards you. Because with Death in reverse, they have not let go of this connection, and they think about you all the time. For some of you, if this is a newer connection, this person feels like you came into their life for a reason, and they really want to show you that they see something special with you, and they are interested in moving this connection forward. They don't want to let go of this connection, and they don't want to do anything to mess this connection up. And what I think is interesting is that there are multiple scenarios here. So for some of you, you could be in separation with this person, or in a no contact situation, or just things are kind of just up in the air. So if you're wondering what this person is up to, they are thinking about taking action, about creating something with you. And I feel like in terms of their feelings, they really want to invest in this connection. The fact that we have the Six of Pentacles with the Six of Swords in reverse, with the Page of Pentacles upright, it's like they want to give you some type of offer, whether that's maybe asking you out on a date, whether that is asking to like go study for some of you. For others, maybe it's asking to meet up and seeing what's going on. This person might come forward with some kind of like apology gift or something. For some of you. For others, they might just have some type of gift, and it could be like flowers or something. But I think this person is learning how to be more open to their feelings. I feel like they're not the type of person to typically be very emotional, to be very romantic or anything like that. But they are feeling ready. It's like there's nothing that they really have to move forward from. It's more so that they just want to show you that they want to give to you, that they want to provide for you, that they want to, maybe they want to spoil you in some way. But I think what's shifting for them is that they're maybe a little afraid that you might not reciprocate. They might not know what's going on with you, especially if this is a connection with history. I do feel like this person has a fear of rejection no matter what. And that could just be because they're maybe insecure. They've just been stuck in their head for a really long time. But it does seem like they're going to take some type of leap towards you. And I think that's why Spirit is saying you really don't need to control this, because it's going to happen naturally. Because this person is actually coming really fast. Like, they're coming in hot. Like, I would be really shocked if you didn't hear from them very soon. Maybe they're going to want to go on some type of vacation with you. Maybe they're going to want to go on some type of adventure with you, something like that. But I do think they're going to come in a little bit guarded because they're not sure how you are going to take them. But I do feel like you both are in the dark about how you feel about one another. And what's interesting is that I do feel like your feelings are mirrored despite how different the energies are. And I think the reason for that is you're both kind of in these internal energies of reflection. And I also think you two are very different people. I mean, the fact that we have the fox and the stingray, maybe you both look similar, maybe you have similar lifestyles, or well, it's probably that you have different lifestyles or something like that. You could be different in any way, really, but I think the biggest difference comes with how you both process things and how you both look at the world. But in terms of what you're thinking, I think you both have awareness of how special this connection could be. And I forgot to look at the swan, so let me go back up to that first. You both are mirroring each other in that way. I think you both are really sensitive to this connection, and you might actually maybe telepathically, but psychically pick up on this person's energy, or vice versa. And with the sun here, I feel like you both are still looking for clarity. It's like you both are still in the dark about where this connection is going to go next. But I feel like you both see the value in moving forward with one another and closing out a cycle here, whether it's closing out a cycle of singledom for the two of you, whether it's closing out a cycle of difficult feelings, difficult actions. For others of you, I can't believe that I didn't say this earlier, but you could very well already be with this person. Maybe there's just been some distance lately. Maybe you've gone through a rough patch or something like that. But I do feel like this person is really interested in moving this connection forward. And I think you are as well. I think you both have awareness that this is something special, and that some type of cycle needs to close out so that you guys can take a fresh start. I mean, we have the Fool. You're feeling ready for a fresh start, and this person is ready to initiate it. Like, it really does seem like they're going to come in and initiate it. And I think that's a really positive sign, especially because this person is being shown as the fox. This is somebody who likes being a partner, who wants to be monogamous. So, and I find that very encouraging, because typically with the Knight of Wands, you might look at that as like a player or something, and if it was in reverse, I would probably look at it as that way. But I think this person is just excited. I think they're really passionate about you, and I think that they're ready to take a new adventure with you. And in terms of how you're both feeling, you're both confused about how the other is feeling. Maybe that's because you haven't been doing a good job of communicating. Maybe you haven't been able to communicate with them. Well, really, whatever the case may be, I do think that there is some confusion, but it's likely that you both are dreaming about one another, and you both might be afraid that the other has options, and maybe that is true. but I think you both want to take the opportunity to express your feelings to one another, to take the opportunity to see where this connection could go. And I do think you both are feeling like you want to either talk about your feelings or extend some kind of offer, which is really encouraging, because when we look at what's shifting for the both of you, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So this is happening really quickly. And if you're the stingray, you really don't have to do anything, because this person is coming in to do it. But neither of you have let go of this connection. Neither of you want to let go of this connection. And I think now with this Eight of Wands, y'all are really ready to move forward. So I'm going to get some channeled messages from you, and then I'm going to get some channeled messages from your person, and we will just see what you both would say to one another. If I can shuffle these correctly. Yikes. Okay. Okay. So, Spirit, what would pile two say to their person? They could be completely honest, which I think they're in the energy of being that way anyway. Okay, so to start, we have, I wish I could hold you right now, and you trigger me. So yeah, maybe this person has triggered you in the past, and that has created some difficulties. I see us getting married one day, which really makes sense with that Hierophant there. I could definitely see, and like this person does kind of seem like to be an ideal type partner. So I really, really get that. And on the back of the deck, I feel so powerless. And I think that's interesting. I feel like you might feel powerless towards the connection, but I don't think you feel powerless in yourself. And I think that's actually what's caused you to stand in your power more, and what's actually bringing you in alignment with this person. But let's see what they would say to you. So Spirit, what would pile two's person, what would they say? Your soul is so beautiful, and I want to take this connection to the next level. Yeah, they're definitely interested in moving this forward. For sure, for sure. Let's see what else. Spirit, what else are they? What else would pile two's person? What would they say to pile two? Okay, we also have I need to find myself, and I am so proud of you. So maybe this person is taking some time. Maybe that's why you both are in this reflective energy of soul searching. And I see here on the back of the deck, everything I do is for us. But I'm going to see what you both would say to each other. So like, what do you both mutually agree on? What would you both... I'm exhausted. Man, y'all need to take a nap then. No wonder you guys are so... I'm not in a good headspace right now. So maybe that is what's stopping you both from moving forward at the moment. Maybe you both are feeling insecure. I would say, if anything, maybe you're in a worse headspace than your person is. Maybe there's some things they have to let go of before they move forward. I want to take control of this connection. And on the back of the deck, you've tamed me. So I do feel like in a way you both have helped each other. You both have created space for one another. You both are definitely serving as mirrors to help you both move forward. But we're going to see, Spirit, we'll get some advice now. So what advice do you have for pile two when it comes to this connection? Okay. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches. That's wonderful. Full moon in Capricorn. What else, Spirit? Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. And on the back of the deck, take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. And then for your person, what advice do you have for pile two's person, please, Spirit? Your commitment is being tested. Balance spirituality and practicality. Sorry for burping. I am gross. A fiery climax approaches. That is grosser. And surrender to the divine. Full moon. So yeah, it definitely seems like in terms of what you're doing, you just kind of gotta keep staying in your light. Keep staying in what you're doing right now, because honestly, you're doing a wonderful job. And I think that if anything, Spirit is just asking you not to feel like you have to take control of anything. Just stand in your ground and stay confident in yourself. Nothing is yet set in stone, and I think that's really important for you to remember. And so I think if you're feeling really excited, feeling really encouraged, you know, keep your expectations plausible, what you expect from this person. But don't feel like you have to be the one that initiates everything. Because I feel like this person is going through a cycle right now where they're having to purge a lot of things in order to move this connection forward. And I think it might be overwhelming for this person. And so I think that's why maybe you both are taking time separately. But I think that this person is going to be surrendering to their intuitive guidance and what they're truly feeling. So I think that there is a lot of positive movement ahead. We're going to get some more guidance though and see what else Spirit wants you to know. So what advice do you have for pile 2? No, wait, pause, postpone, pause, say no. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's some things that you're working through, some things you need to heal. And we have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. So I feel like Spirit is really saying you don't have to do anything here. Like, it's going to happen naturally. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? And share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. That's probably something you've been learning with this stingray. So if you've been learning to stand up for yourself and be more confident in yourself, you should be really proud of yourself for that. But let's see what the advice is for your person now. Okay, we have Imrama, where you being called to journey to. Yeah, see, I feel like this person's gonna come to you. And I mean, especially with adventure and action. And we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So yeah, this person is already getting intuitive hits about this connection. They're thinking about it a lot. I think they're just in a state of deep reflection before they move forward. We also have take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So I feel like this person is trying to listen to their own intuitive guidance now. Maybe they just need to take a break. Maybe they've been working a lot. Maybe they've been focused a lot on their career. But overall, I do feel like this person is in the energy of listening to their divine guidance and actually taking action on the things that they have been receiving from their guides and whatnot. So let's see what you both need to surrender in this connection. So what do these parties, what do they need to surrender? Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Surrender to joy. A key and positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. And on the back of the deck, we have surrender worry. Make a commitment to not lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So I'm going to leave this reading here, pile 2. Thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through, if you did. And thank you so much to everybody who has been watching my ads. I can definitely tell that more people are, and I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. That is the easiest way to support me and my channel and to exchange energy with me. I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Definitely let me know how you feel about this format, and if you want to see this format more often. Let me know in the comments how it resonates. Are you this side or that side? Are you the stingray or the fox? If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you left a like, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribed and hit that little notification bell. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye! Hi there, pile 3. If you guys chose the Labradorite rose, sorry if I have to talk a little bit loud. It's like raining really hard outside. This is going to be your reading. So I'm just going to quickly explain how this reading is going to work while I shuffle each of the decks. So the deck that you chose is ideally going to represent you. However, because there are limited, this is a collective reading and there are limited piles, it is quite possible that you might be represented in your person and vice versa. So if you find that I'm describing you and it sounds more like them, don't be worried about that. Just just means that they're switched, and that's equally valid. Jesus. It literally sounds like it's raining cats and dogs out there, I guess. So maybe there's been, oh, you know what I'm hearing? The song Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. So this deck will represent the connecting energies between the two of you. This is the Joie de Vivre Tarot. And then the Prism Tarot ideally will represent your person, but if it ends up representing you, not a problem. So once we get all your cards laid out, I will then, and interpret everything, I will then pull some channeled messages from your person, and I'll pull channeled messages from you as well. And then we will get advice for the both of you as well. I can't remember if I cut this into 3, so I'm gonna do that now. That rain is so loud, it's like distracting. Like, I hope it doesn't start storming, because I do not like them. Almost died in a couple, but not yet. Okay, let's look at your energy to start. So these 2 cards are going to represent your energies towards the connection. So you're being represented by the bear and carrying connections. So let's see first what you are thinking about the connection. So Spirit, what is pile 3 thinking about the connection? Okay, so to start, we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, we have the 2 of Wands upright, and we have the Empress. Let's see how you're feeling. So Spirit, how is pile 3 feeling? Okay, about the connection. We have the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the 7 of Cups. And then finally, what is shifting for pile 3, Spirit? What is shifting for them? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles, but I don't know which way it wants to go, so let me look. Okay, thinking. Let's be reversed. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse is shifting. The 9 of Cups upright, and on the back of the deck we have the 5 of Wands. Very interesting. Might have to pull a clarifier for that 5 of Wands, but we'll see. Okay, let's look at your person's energy now. So they are being represented by the owl and a woman holding a coin. So this doesn't necessarily have to be, your person doesn't have to be a woman. They could be, but they don't have to be. I feel like I need to shuffle this one more time, so I'm going to. Okay, so Spirit, how is pile 3's person, what are they thinking about the connection? What are they thinking about the connection? Okay, we have the Chariot, momentum. We have the Emperor in reverse. And we have the King of Wands. And then, let's see, how are they feeling, Spirit? Okay, we've got the Hanged One in reverse. How are they feeling, Spirit? Okay, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. And on the back of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune upright. So that's really interesting. Okay, and let's see what's shifting for your person. Okay, I guess there's 4 things. So I am gonna pull that clarifier. Okay, so what way does this death card wanna go? Does it wanna go this way? Does it wanna go? Okay, it wants to be upright. It fell on the ground sideways, so I wasn't really sure. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Star in reverse and the Fool upright for your person, and then I'm gonna pull one more I want to clarify that Five of Wands, so I'm gonna ask for that. Spirit, can you clarify this Five of Wands? Six of Pentacles. So yeah, okay. All right. Sorry if the lack of symmetricality, which is totally not a word, bothers you, but let's look at your mutual energy. So to start, we have the Tarantula and the Garden and the Gate reversed. And then finally, let's see what you both are thinking about the connection. We have the Two of Wands again and the Eight of Wands. Okay, this is very, very promising. What are you both feeling about the connection, please, Spirit? What are they both feeling about the connection? What are they both feeling about the connection? Okay, we have the Magician in reverse and the Page of Swords upright. And then finally, Spirit, what is shifting in the connection? Okay, we have the High Priestess, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Empress upright. I'm very intrigued by this pile. I am quite intrigued by this pile. And for some of you picking this pile, it might be reversed, but I think I understand why. I'm just gonna get into it. So we're gonna start with you, or what potentially might be your person if it's flip-flopped, pile 3. So I feel like you're awakening to this connection in some way. With the Bear card here, this is the first Earth energy, and it's all about coming out of hibernation. And so I feel like for you, either you're awakening to the realization that you really care about this person, but I have a hard time saying that because I feel like you already knew that. Maybe you're just acknowledging it more. Maybe you're more open to the idea of it. You know, maybe you recently got out of a connection. Maybe you've recently opened your heart up again, or you just come out of a hibernation. Maybe you were kind of going through like a dark night of the soul and you were just kind of in survival mode, focusing on you, and you didn't really have the time or energy to really focus on anyone else. It does seem like there's things changing with this Caring Connections card. I think you're realizing how much you really care about this person and how important this connection is to you. And what I think is really interesting is the way that you're thinking about this person. You're not really ready to move towards them yet. You're not really ready to take action towards this connection is like what you're thinking about, I would say. Or maybe if you're thinking about reaching out to them, for some of you, you're not yet because you're not sure what to say. You either view this person as an Empress or you are feeling really confident in yourself as one. Maybe you're thinking about creating some type of opportunity to create something together. Maybe you're thinking about trying to impress them, or maybe this person has really high standards and so you're like trying to figure out how you want to come forward with them. But if not, I think you're just feeling confident in exploring your options. You know, maybe a lot of things have happened in this connection and you're just standing in your power doing you. If you, because I'm getting kind of two energies. You're either going to resonate with the Empress being you, or you're going to resonate with the Empress being your person, and which I find interesting because we have the Emperor in reverse here. So I'm definitely curious to see like who's who, but I definitely think that you are kind of exploring your options, but just kind of thinking about how you see this connection fitting into your life. And maybe you've had to just keep moving forward, and maybe this connection kind of represents this wand behind you. But I think that you are trying to detach in a way where you're just allowing things to happen naturally. But this Two of Wands energy is mirrored. And what I find interesting is that maybe you feel like taking action a lot, but then you stop yourself after you really think about it and explore it a little bit. But in terms of how you're feeling, I do feel like you're standing in your power. I do feel like there's maybe a bit of sexual attraction towards your person right now. Or maybe you're wanting to like reach out to them or communicate with them or take the lead in this connection. I just feel like there's a lot of passion here. I feel like there's a lot of feelings that have been left unresolved. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There is a lot of fire in here. And it's like maybe you're still confused whether to move forward or not. Maybe it's because you're at a lower point right now, which would make sense if you're the bear. Like you're just coming out of this maybe really difficult cycle and you're only starting to feel confident in yourself again. And especially if you see this person as an empress, you know, you might be like worried that you're not good enough for them or something like that. And maybe you're just confused on how to move forward. It kind of seems like you know that you feel passionate about this person, you know that you care about them, you know that you want to see something move forward, but you're not really sure the way to go yet. It's not very clear for you. And so I think you're kind of waiting until the fogginess clears about this connection. I also think that there might be some fears that your person has a lot of options. And I think the last thing you want is to be rejected by this person, is kind of like the idea that I'm getting. And so what's shifting for you is that I think you're focusing on yourself and your own happiness. You might be thinking about how you can win this person for yourself. You might be thinking about maybe any competition, like if this person does have a lot of options, like how can I make myself stand out from the competition? So you might be thinking about like giving them some kind of gift or giving them your time or more of your energy. It really does seem like maybe you're not in a place to offer this person like a really solid commitment, which is why you're trying to focus on your own happiness. But I think the fact that you really care about this person is making you feel like you need to at least put your foot in the door or get something going so that this person knows that like you're thinking about them, this person knows that you're interested in them, and this person knows that you want something more, I feel like, in the future. But I think partially you're afraid that maybe this person doesn't see you as someone worthy of investing in, or maybe you're afraid of seeing if you can invest in this person. Because for some of you, you might feel like you might be worried that this person is already taken or something like that. And I think for you, there's this fear of like stepping out of your own energy and starting something new or getting something going just because you're starting to just feel better, is kind of like the idea that I'm getting. But let's move over to your person now, because they are being represented by the owl. And I definitely feel like this person is kind of just standing in their own energy right now. I feel like they're really, really focused on their career. And with this woman holding a coin, they don't have to be a woman, but I do feel like they've been feeling more confident in themselves in terms of like their financial situation, in terms of their career, their business. And I think that's actually what they've really been focusing on. If there's been interaction between you, I feel like they're feeling encouraged about that. With the Chariot, I do feel like they think this connection is moving forward. And truthfully, I think that this person has had an awareness of this connection a lot longer than you have. I think that they've known the truth of this connection for a while. This owl signifies clairvoyant abilities. This person could be like an air sign. I almost said Aries. That would have been really embarrassing. We do have Aries here with the Emperor, but Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, actual air signs. And I mean, we do have fire here, Aries, and then Leo and Sag. So maybe you both are fire signs or something like that. I do feel like this person is thinking about moving towards you in some way. But the interesting thing is that like it's not in a direct way at all. With this Emperor in reverse, take up space, I feel like this person thinks that they don't really have much control over the situation right now. I feel like they think you have more control over it, and that might very well be true. This person wants to take the lead in the connection, but for whatever reason, they feel like either they can't or they shouldn't. I feel like this person is just feeling really confident in themselves. And I think what's actually really interesting is that we have both the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands over here. I feel like maybe this person is really attracted to the fact that maybe you are typically like a take charge type person, or maybe you're kind of stepping into that. These are definitely two very strong personalities. And I think that that creates difficulties in the sense that maybe neither one wants to really open up the way they would like to, or neither one wants to really put their foot in the door. With this take up space, I feel like this person is either at a distance from you, or they're kind of giving you space at the moment to kind of just do whatever. They're not really trying to control the situation, and in fact, I feel like they're trying to give you the opportunity to take the lead in some way, shape, or form. With the momentum card here, though, I feel like this person is really hoping and thinking about the fact that they do want things to move forward, but they don't want to be entirely in control of them. And maybe that's their problem. Maybe they've always tried to be in control of things in the past, and I think it didn't really work for them. And so now they're realizing that they just kind of have to take the lead in their own life and just kind of focus on what they can work on, and allow like kind of the universe to take the lead in the connection. But in terms of how they're feeling, I feel like they have highs and lows when it comes to the connection. Sometimes they feel really good, and sometimes they feel kind of discouraged and defeated. And I think that's because they have a lot of mental energy. Sometimes I think they feel very positive, and sometimes I think that they are worried that maybe their efforts are in vain, or that they won't get what they're hoping for. I feel like you and this person are either friends, or for some, friends with benefits, and for others, friends. You know what I mean? Like there's something more, but maybe neither of you want to acknowledge it. But what's encouraging with what's shifting, we have the Star in reverse, the Fool, the Three of Cups, and the Death card. So it does seem like there's going to be a transformation on your person's end, where maybe they will take some kind of leap to like maybe be in your community more, or let go of this connection to maybe allow you to kind of move in. It's kind of interesting because what Spirit is really indicating to me is that these shifts are very subtle. I feel like this person is hoping to reunite with you soon. And they really want to let go of the past when it comes to this connection, whether it's past people before you or past events within this connection. They want either a fresh start or to take a leap of faith with you. And I think that they really want to maybe introduce you to like people in their community, or maybe they're hoping that they'll run into you in their community. But I do feel like they're feeling hopeful in the sense that their luck is turning for the better, which is interesting because you have it in reverse. So I do feel like despite the highs and lows that this person feels towards you, they are feeling more optimistic about the connection in general. And I think that overall there's really definitely a fresh start headed for this connection. But I think that this person is letting go of expectations and trying not to really have hopes, because I think they're kind of aware that you're kind of in this unstable energy at the moment, where you're kind of just figuring your stuff out. You're kind of just trying to create things for yourself. You're kind of coming out of a little bit of a rough time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But so I think that your person is just trying to have a healthy level of detachment from the outcome, and just I think that they're cherishing the time that they do have with you, the energy that they do get to expend on you, or the times they do get to see you or interact with you. I feel like this person really cherishes it, honestly. But looking at what you both are thinking about, I'm literally thinking in my head right now, should I stay or should I go? It's like you both could go two different directions, but you both can still think about this connection. And I actually forgot to talk about the tarantula and the garden in the gate in reverse. This is actually a very hopeful sign, because this is all about coming out of your comfort zone. And the tarantula, which is a fire sign, we have so much fire energy here, and I really think that goes to show how much passion there is. And what I find even more interesting is that your person is being represented by air, and you're being represented by earth. So they could be an air sign, you could be an earth sign, certainly don't have to be. Maybe this person is more mental and you're more practical, or vice versa. But it kind of just seems like you and this person have a hard time talking about feelings. And it's honestly quite possible neither of you have ever really admitted how you felt about one another. Maybe because you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of what the other might think. And I think it's very clear here in your person, the fact that the Hanged One is in reverse. You know, the boot is like on the ground, and maybe they're stopping themselves from surrendering how they feel and like letting you know about it, because they're very afraid of what might happen. But what's interesting here with the Magician in reverse, well, let me finish up here. In terms of like the garden and the gate, I feel like the tarantula talks about claiming one's life purpose. And so I think you both know that you play a special role in one another's lives, whatever that role may be. And I think for the both of you, you want to take action of some kind towards this connection, but you're not sure what yet. And I think both of you are hoping that the other will reach out, or the other will make the next move. But with the Magician in reverse and the Page of Swords upright, I really feel like you and this person just want to get in, like, just want to communicate with each other, but it's not going to be very deep communication, especially with the Magician in reverse. I would be careful about being authentic with this person. And I don't mean that in like a negative way. I mean it in a positive way. I actually think that if you were clear with this person and they were clear with you, that you both might feel a lot more confident in where this connection is going. I do also get the idea with the Magician in reverse that maybe you both have been manifesting one another, either consciously or unconsciously, but you're trying very hard to remain detached from that idea so that you don't like get your hopes up. But I do think you both feel like you want to communicate with one another, but maybe neither of you really wants to make the first move. Maybe neither of you are sure when the right time is yet. There can honestly be a lot of different things here. But I think both of you are worried about being able to trust what's going on here. But you both are really curious about one another and like what's going on. So I think that eventually somebody's gonna crack. But what's shifting, we have the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess upright, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Empress upright. So I do think you both are creating a new energy for the connection. I do think things are flowing naturally, and with the Wheel of Fortune being on both ends here, I really think that it's a matter of you both just kind of releasing expectations, which you're already doing, and following your own intuition, because that's going to create the change that you want. What I'm seeing here with this Nine of Wands in reverse, I think that when you both like give up your walls and you really just try to be open and authentic and trust your intuition when it comes to this connection and stand in your power, you both are going to be feeling a lot better. I really feel like there's an opportunity to create something more here, but it's like you both have to be authentic about what you're actually feeling internally, because there's a lot of similarities between the two of you. You both are very intuitive, and you both are very close to spirit. We have the King and Queen of Wands. We have the Empress and the Emperor. Like, I think that you guys really think of one another highly, and you're both very afraid of making the wrong move, saying something wrong, doing something wrong. And so I think it's very important to the both of you that you don't do anything to jeopardize this connection. But at the same time, I think by releasing your resistance to it, releasing your fears, releasing everything around that, and just following your intuition and being confident in yourself and allowing things to flow naturally, it's It's creating the opportunity for something new, for either this person to take a leap of faith or for you to do that, or to maybe turn this Ace of Pentacles upright or something like that. I think it really is just going to depend on what you both want. But we are going to look at channeled messages now. So we're going to look at your messages to them and then their messages to you, and then what you guys would both mutually say to each other. So Spirit, what would pile 3 say to their person? The distance between us kills me. No matter how I act, I still care about you. Yeah, there's definitely some care here. It's hard to be honest with myself. Yeah, I think you definitely have had a lot of trouble being honest about how you truly feel in this connection. And I am such an idiot, and you've always been so kind to me. So are you feeling stupid, pile 3? Maybe you didn't realize like how this person actually felt, or you read the signs wrong or something like that. I dropped some channel messages. I need to grab them. I think what's really interesting though is that maybe you're just being hard on yourself. It's possible you're just being hard on yourself, but let's see what they say and then I'll keep going. So what would pile 3's person, what would they say? I miss our friendship. Yeah. So at the very least, this person wants to be friends with you because they really do appreciate you and care about you. You have the most beautiful face, so they really like your face. Let's see what else here. Spirit, what else would they say? We have, I worry about us a lot. I'm not ready to face my feelings for you. So yeah, maybe they'll come in very casual, or you'll come in very casual, and your smile makes everything better. Aw, that's so cute. Let's see what you both would say to each other though. You make me the happiest I've ever been. And I'm sorry for playing games. Yeah, I feel like there was game playing on both sides. Like neither of you can really like hold all of the guilt here, because it's like, you know, it takes 2 to tango, you know what I mean? What else? And with 2 fire signs, I'm just gonna be honest, makes sense. Can I get so lost in your eyes. Wow, there's a lot about like both of your physical features that you guys are really interested in. So you both must really like each other's eyes. I'm not being authentic. And on the back of the deck, I feel crazy for having these strong feelings for you. Yeah, it's like you both are at a stalemate, and it's like neither of you want to admit, and underneath that we have it's always been you. So it's like neither of you want to admit how you really feel about each other. And so you're not really being authentic about it. I feel like you both are trying to remain detached and like act like you don't care, but I think at the end of the day, you both very much do. But I'm gonna get advice for you and advice for them, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So what is shifting for pile 3? What advice do you have for them, Spirit? Oh, the answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini, I love to see that shit. Emotions are running high, super moon. So yeah, you might be feeling extra emotional about this person. And maybe you need to be the one to reach out to them. Obviously, listen to your intuition, do what feels right to you. A win-win outcome is forecast, and adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. So yeah, Spirit is really saying like not to stress about this connection because it will work out the way you want it to. Let's see the advice for your person. Well, no matter what, I shouldn't say the way you want it to. It'll work out in a way that it's meant to. So show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, and a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. And I feel like this is for both of you. Confidence is your key to success. I feel like you both need to be confident in yourself and confident in the connection if you really want it to move forward. I feel like this person needs to be more authentic about how they truly feel about you, which is interesting with this Aquarius being in reverse and this full moon. It's like maybe they're afraid to really show you the real them, but they want to. So I feel like this person is kind of in a passive energy and they're kind of working on their own personal resolutions, but it does seem like there's good things ahead. And I don't know, like honestly, I don't know how this is all going to pan out. I'm going to be honest with you, pile 3. The semantics will be different for every single connection. But in terms of who's going to make the first move, I don't know. I mean, Spirit might pull through and like create some kind of opportunity, but let's look at some more advice. So Spirit, what other advice do you have for pile 3? Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? We have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. We have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And on the back of the deck, we have no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So yeah, maybe you need to make some adjustments first since you're still in that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It kind of seems like you're in this process of releasing all these patterns, so maybe you need some time to kind of just work through all this before you really come towards this person, and maybe that's why they need to take time to breathe out and just work on them so that you have this time to kind of focus on what you need to do. But let's look at them, because I do feel like maybe there's conflicts in your personal life as well, maybe with people that you thought were worthy of investing in that you're finding now weren't, or like maybe you chose somebody else over this person and now you're realizing, or people, and now you're realizing like, oh, maybe I made the wrong decision or something like that. Because it does feel like you've awakened to this connection a lot later than this person has. It kind of feels like this person has just been like focusing on the bag in the distance. So they have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. We have Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. We have Starseed, What Lights You Up. And on the back of the deck, we have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So yeah, this person could definitely be into some type of like psychic stuff. I definitely think you both are Starseeds. For you, we have Pleiades and we have Starseed for them. So I would say it's quite likely you've probably had past lives with this person in like a different, not on an earth type place. But I think Spirit is really saying to keep trusting your gut and just keep moving forward because you're already getting where you need to be. And I think by channeling divine guidance that you're starting to awaken to and uplifting others, you're really getting where you need to go. But I also think there's a need for you to slow down and kind of focus on what you need to heal so that you can move forward towards this. Because this person, you light them up. I'm just going to be honest, you do. And they're in the process of healing ancestral patterns as well. That's very evident here with this personal issue reaches resolution. I think this person is really working on intimacy in general and how to like be more open with people. But their vibration is rising, and I think that they're just in the they're just staying in their lane doing them, and they're cool with that. I think they're in the process of healing the same as you, and I think Spirit really wants to commend you both for listening to your intuition and listening to the things that are not working. But we're going to see what you both need to surrender in order for this connection to move forward. So Spirit, what do both parties in this pile, what do they need to surrender in order to move forward? Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. We have surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Yeah, it definitely seems like you guys are making baby steps. And I love that the lion is just like peeking through, saying like confidence is your key to success. Because I think that's really all you need. But let's see, what else, Spirit? What else do they need to surrender? Surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Yeah, I could definitely see you both being addicted to work. That might be something that's creating some issues. but actually I'm going to take both of these. So on the back of the deck, we have surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. And surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So yeah, I definitely feel like you and this person, while you might be at a distance, you might not be talking to them, or maybe you talk to them very sporadically or something like that. There's a lot of care here, and I think that you both are just healing things that you need to heal, and everything's working in your own time. Spirit's really just saying, like, keep doing you, they're gonna keep doing them, and everything is going to work out. Either you're gonna know intuitively one day it's the right time to make a move, or they will, or a spirit will set something up, and y'all won't have to worry about it anyway. So I'm feeling really confident here. Like, you guys definitely have a really strong soul tie, and there's something about your purpose that's linked together. And whether that's in a romantic way or just in a friendly way, I think no matter what, you both care about one another and you both want to have one another in your lives. And so I think maybe just having more authenticity with that and feeling more confident in yourself will help you to be unapologetically honest about that. And honestly, I feel like you'd be surprised if you were just like really honest with this person. I bet they would be really honest with you too. But I'm going to leave this reading here, pile 3. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through if you did. And thank you so much to everybody who has been watching my ads. I really, really appreciate that. That is the easiest and simplest way to support me and my channel. So I just want to say thank you for those who do that. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you left a like. Definitely comment down below how it resonates. I would love to hear, were these flip-flopped for you, or were they accurate? If you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribed and hit that little bell notification to be notified whenever I upload a new reading. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye!